hacémosle la espalda. Claro, control de pelota, con 1-18. ¿Sí? A divertirse, que nos volvemos a jugar con Alemania en el Mundial. En este. ¿Sí? ¿Vamos, Charito? Lu, vamos. Lu del libero ahí para atacar. Sí, despegamos para afuera para tener espacio y ganarle la espalda. ¿Está claro? ¿Vamos? Vamos, Dale.
Hello. I'm gonna let them go. Black or red? Ball? I take the ball. You stay the same. Okay. Good luck, ladies.
Good luck. Yeah.
Have a good game.
Enjoy.
Mari!
The weekend is nearly upon us. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Welcome to The Hague for the continuation of the 2014 Hockey World Cup. Germany and Argentina face off in a women's Pool B match, which is vital to both teams' chances of trying to go through in the top qualifying position, because the United States beat China by 5-0 today to top the standings. And anytime Leslie and us come out, you know that the Argentinian fans will be in force. We're not too far away from Germany here in the Netherlands, of course, so plenty of support for the European nation as well. In what is a landmark day for the famous women's team out of Argentina, wearing pink for the very first time in an international today. So that's going to be a part of the flair. I'm Quinton Hull, three-time British Olympian Simon Mason with me. Just take a moment or two to get used to the Lionesses in pink, but I think it will suit. How are you?
Very well, and I do. I think it's a bright colour for a bright afternoon here, and there was certainly a rush. The players not to change their blue and white.
Germany in black, Argentina in pink. Well, a team that is already one of the most glamorous outfits in world sport, so heavily supported in their native Argentina. I think this is only going to help their popularity.
It's certainly not going to do it any harm, looking resplendent as they come out. And both teams will be looking to do better than they have so far. Been a little inconsistent, and both coaches, Mulders and Ratigi, will be looking for a little bit more from their charges.
Yes, one draw, one win for both teams. Germany drawing against China 1-1 before beating South Africa 1-3. And Argentina beat South Africa 4-1 first up before drawing 2-2 in a cracking game against the United States. We stand inside the Kyocera Stadium for the anthems before this one. The Pink Lionesses to take on the Germans. Both teams with 4 points from 2 games. So this middle game really does take on big context for two teams that do have a great hockey history, and most notably at this tournament way back in 1976 when West Germany beat Argentina for their first ever World Cup title in women's hockey. Here are the Germans with, interestingly, Kim Platten wearing the captain's armband from the bench. She hasn't seen any time in this tournament.
No, and she won't. It's just an issue with keeping somebody with an armband on at all times. And if there was a team card being given out, then the Germans, because the captain's on the bench, can nominate who comes off.
Jamie Mulders has made a lot of noise throughout the tournament. Let's get close and personal with Argentina. Would expect nothing less than the passion of the women in pink today, captained by the greatest female hockey player of all time, Luciana Aymar, but plenty of class around her, Simon.
Yes, indeed, and while they look to her, she's less of an influence than she was, and it's the team that builds around her, and she often draws players, opponents away to different spaces and allows the team to play down different channels.
Our umpires today, Karen Bennett of New Zealand is joined by Michel Joubert of South Africa. As Jamie Mulders, he'll get energetic, and Aymar, we want to see what trick she's got for us today. Let's play. Argentina in pink. That's right, pink to the left. Very contrasting to the black of Germany, heading off to the right. Both teams with 4 points through 2 games, and there's an early chance for Luchetti to try and do some damage, but good stick in defence from Otter of Germany. Amazing to think that that woman on screen won an 8th Player of the Year title after there was plenty of rumour around the London Olympics that the gold medal game there may have been Aymar's last, but no, she keeps going at 36 years of age, much to the delight of hockey lovers. Jacobi.
There's a real hunger, and the top players in the world exhibit that and pretty much carry on until they're told to stop. Very few choose to bow out before they feel that they're ready, and she will make that decision probably in conjunction with her coach at a point when her effectiveness, both individually and as a leader on the field, starts to diminish.
Marino gets through Hasselman, but the experienced Tina Bachmann is there.
Just out on the fight there, set it up there, Blake.
Habif. Florencia Habif. Put on only pink playing strips for the Lionesses, but a few pink sticks out there as well. Nice ball from Thalia. But Hasselman doing a good job in defence. So we know the style of Argentina. I don't want to be too stereotypical here, but we look at this game when we think of the German structure and we think of the Argentinian flair. It's never that simple, but can you be a little bit more expansive for us, Simon?
Well, the Germans certainly during the course of this World Cup haven't shown very much flair. It has been quite precise, it's been measured. Structurally, they've played reasonably well, but there hasn't been a huge amount for their coach Mulders to build on in terms of that ingenuity and creativity. Argentina, at the same time, have shown individual flair, but they haven't put much structure together. They've been unpicked by a structured USA and dropped points there, and I think they just need to get a little bit more consistent ball handling around the field, which will then allow them the space and opportunity to really be aggressive in attack.
So Bachmann. Oh, poor touch from Hasselman. So a chance for Aymar just beyond the 25 to show that dribbling skill all the way. Aymar draws a foot penalty corner. What else would we expect?
We expect nothing less, and it was the turn in midfield. The very first moment that Aymar got the ball, she picked it up and she drew it left to right across her feet, which allowed her to accelerate past the defender's left shoulder. There, touch into the head of the circle. Germany too slow to step up on a forehand. Easy foot against Otter.
There's only 16 seconds now.
So a strong armoury
9 seconds.
waiting at the top of the D. Nuevo, Thalia and Rebecki. Options at the top of the D. First penalty corner of the game for the pink women from Argentina. Rebecki, variation, Thalia, goal! Goal, goal, goal! 1-0 Argentina!
I'd be surprised. I think they're going to team refer it. If they can get a call on, they're going to team refer it. They're going to, because Mulders is down on the baseline. Aymar broke the edge of the circle before the corner was injected. This is going to get referred, and I think they'll get it overturned.
Good call.
Did you see them break into the circle, Michelle?
Yes, but explain to them that it was a technicality. Okay, she had no influence on the game, so they're going to lose their referral if they want to.
Yeah, but surely if the line is broken...
It's a technicality. So if you want to refer, you will lose your referral, but I'm going to award the goal. So if you want to refer, you can, but it was a technicality, so it's a goal.
What does it mean?
Well, because it just means a technical thing.
Yeah, but she's too early in the circle.
Okay, well...
So if the defender breaks early, then they have to do something about it. I don't quite understand how this isn't
fast, right? If she's too early in,
a real
it's fast or not?
No.
Why not? That's the rule or not?
No. It's fine for me for a goal. It wasn't. She did not
Did you see that?
interfere with the play.
She did not interfere with the play, okay? So that's why it's a technicality. Okay, she did not interfere with the play at all. That's why it's a technicality.
I'm with Tina Buckman here because
If she interfered
running
with the play, it would have
defenders
been different.
react to anything they
I
see, and if
understand
they
that
see
is
a breach of the
technicality, it
rule,
has been explained,
surely
okay?
it renders the penalty corner an illegal penalty corner.
Now, we'll probably get messages at some stage about why that isn't at the moment. I'm with you, Quentin, but the umpires have both said they've been consistent. Look at the break on the right side. Aymar goes early. She's in the circle. She knows she's in the circle because she steps back again. Now, Argentina have been given the goal. She doesn't interfere with play in any way, and no defender goes anywhere near her. But that's the step that Germany were contesting. They haven't gone to referral because the umpires, give them credit, were clear. It is a good switch and flick into the bottom corner. The umpires were clear that Germans would lose their referral, so they haven't gone to it.
So some controversy early on. Just to get it on the record, they've got it right or wrong there, Simon?
I'm going to have to sit on the fence because I don't know. I don't know. We haven't got... We may well get a message through our systems that tell us Mulders certainly went straight to the technical bench to ask why it wasn't an infringement. But the umpires are both pretty clear, so they were both together on it, so we have to go with their decisions.
Just to get the pulse racing early in this one. So 1-0 Argentina. Sofina Thalia with her 4th goal of the tournament. It was a nice finish as we have a look at it again.
It was a great, well-worked routine. Bump and move under the arm, it's what they've done so many times. I think goalkeeper could have done slightly better diving down to her left. It's Vogel in goal.
Yeah, Barbara Vogel beaten on her right side. What a great start for Argentina. Both of these teams, 2-time World Cup gold medalists in the more recent past for Argentina, 2010 and 2002. 76 and 81, the 2 titles for West Germany as it was then. And as Argentina go forward once more, more danger.
You don't!
Marino with the dribbling run and just getting some word that to the letter of the law, if it doesn't influence play, that decision from the umpires there to allow the goal to stand is a correct one. But it's one of those great examples of sport where the letter of the law and I suppose the general mood of what's going on are probably in contrast. But we move on. And it certainly is ensured. It's a bigger mountain to climb for the world number 6, Germany, against the world number 2, Argentina.
Germany going to have to look to that girl in the midfield, Muller, to do something pretty special today. I thought she was a little bit off colour and she's lost possession there.
Well, 3 and 4 against Julia Müller.
Well, I know that's only a tiny example of that passage of play, but it suggests that Argentina are quite happy to swarm Muller in midfield, possibly suggesting that she didn't play particularly well in the earlier games and that she was a weakness in terms of ball handling.
No,
well, Hasselmann finds Hoffman down low.
It was a good skill. Okay, good skill.
Yes, wonder how many times Hasselmann and Hoffman will link together today. Zotter, side ball for Germany. one of the young players. Vanessa Kurth, she's just 21 years of age, the number 27 for Germany. So you've got the experienced Bachmann at 35 years of age and some fresh faces for Jamie Mulders.
Germany now can force play back if they choose to step up a little more aggressively, then they may well get something out of it. Gablak with that black headband on, choosing to come out to the top of the D, and that's a good tactic every now and again as a centre forward, to sprint out at your opposite number. You can hassle and force them into mistakes.
Aymar giving a paddock to stroll through midfield. Abif. Albertario. Hasselman and Hassa do well to hold up Augustina Albertario. Back for the reset. Thalia's ball's a good one for Lucchetti, but the trap's not good from the 29-year-old.
And as Aymar a moment ago came through midfield, I noticed for the first time she's got some strapping down her right hamstring. Only a single line of black tape, which suggests it's precautionary rather than anything specific medically. That's an interesting aerial ball as he tries to get force, and he's actually flicked over the top of her own crossbar by Otter. She was trying a little lift out to left side.
Oh, and too much space. Beef almost getting a shot away with that lovely dribbling run, taking the auto pass from the side. Very loose defence from Germany, and they're under pressure here. Argentina with the early goal, well, that let off. Thalia going wild with that strike. Savina Thalia, more than 200 caps now, and
Happy.
Jamie Mulders just talking there to Lina Jacobi, most notably.
Well, that to me suggests he's trying to get two players in a line up the flanks, and possibly the first one, once they've set those positions, you would see the first one lead infield to draw the defender away to allow a longer passing lane. Or if you're going to pass it to the first one, they can spin and rotate and just chuck the ball further up the line.
Daniela Surroga. Is this going to be a green card?
That's fine. Yeah, good call. You can play.
No, just the free hit. Certainly there was some veracity in the whistle blowing.
I think it just sets the stall out. As Barrio Nuevo came up that touch line, there was just a couple of heavy stick challenges.
Thalia has all in front of her. The goal today making it 4 in the tournament. A lovely ball for Barrio Nuevo. Nice stick control, incisive pass for Albertario. Inside the D. Still Augustina Albertario. Behind for a 16-yard hit. 21 years of age and full of talent, and almost doubled the lead.
That's a 16-yard hit. We see this replay. It's come up off the goalkeeper. Now, if it's come off the goalkeeper, is that not a long corner? There's only one touch from the Argentinian, so it was already over the baseline.
That's a good call. Unless the controlling touch took the ball over the back line, but probably not from what we saw in that angle. Anyway, Schroeder throws out a long ball. Gablak. Free hit to Germany.
Yeah, good, better strength from Gablak, more purpose to the run, but Germany again, crash ball to the circle. It doesn't work from a static play. You need to move the ball laterally to make the defence move first before you go for that route one into the circle.
So the goal coming on 4 minutes. The penalty corner conversion, a little controversial, albeit, from Silvina Thalia. And we've been talking about that pink playing strip. I asked the Argentinian manager about the choice of colour. Where they used to, violet. We used to have the violet, the purple, the deep colour as the alternate strip. But a directive from the Federation made them change that, so they've gone with what do you tell me, Simon, is Lucy Aymar's favourite colour, the pink?
Oh, she's certainly worn pink sticks and had pink shoes, and so worn pink sticks, had pink sticks and worn pink shoes. Get it the right way around. Over the course of her career.
Shows clearance stopped by Barrio Nuevo, and unfortunately Caballero couldn't control there.
Germany stick. Yeah, it came off Germany stick here.
Came off a stick over here. Thanks, Michelle.
There's that.
Oh, Albertario showing brilliant skill. Maria Suruoga trying to link with Caballero, but the 16-yard hit, and Germany really needing to soak up a lot of pressure in the opening dozen minutes.
Yeah, and Argentina's team able to regain possession almost at will across this pitch, down all the channels. Germany haven't had consistent success getting the ball out. They've crashed the ball long, pretty much straight down the middle of the pitch. Come out with very little outcomes. Mulder's definitely on his board that we saw earlier on was drawing diagrams to suggest going to the flanks.
2 balls, mate.
And yet they've just crashed ball down the middle of the pitch. Giving away possession, now Argentina to come back at them.
So Buildup deemed to be at the drop zone of that overhead, so free hit to Argentina. Rossi.
Nothing.
Good battle, but Tishka prevails, and that's a nice ball for Hillman, who's got some space to dribble inside the 25. Numbers against Germany, but still the reverse stick shot had to be saved. Acklenburg really got a good piece of that. Lisa Altenberg with a lovely strike on the reverse.
Yeah, I thought for a moment it might have been going high. Sushi in goal deciding that it wasn't definitely going over the crossbar and would do something about it. Both left and right hand coming up together just underneath her bar to pull it down and push it away to safety.
So a good little period for Germany, but Korth is dispossessed by Mario Rossi. Lensucci.
See the replay, it was Altenberg. I think that was going over the bar, but the keeper's got a touch just to make sure anyway. It's a lovely little counter, good spin and off the right foot. Pulling round to get great connection.
Suarez. Hassled by Tishka. Cecil Suarez. She's one of the players of growing experience, up to the 60-odd internationals now. Of course, the likes of Aymar, Lucchetti, Scarone, Barrianuevo, all with a lot of experience. This world #2 team that is the defending champion, having won in Rosario 4 years ago. Jacobi unable to penetrate the wall of 3 and 4. Rebecki dispossessed. Good quick ball. Altenberg couldn't get another shot away.
Yeah, Altenberg, poor first touch. She tried to take the ball. It was a sweet tackle from Muller that was then played straight forwards into Altenberg's path, but she tried to pull the ball left to right across her body and just totally missed with the first touch.
And Simon, the moves in German women's hockey since London, there was obviously a fair bit of negative reaction to a team that's at such a high standard. Their 7th place finish at the Rabobank Arena was their equal worst at an Olympic Games. So much expected of German hockey, men's and women's, and I think that came as a bit of a shock, that result in London.
I'm sure it came as a shock, and the levels of expectation across German international hockey are always exceedingly high because of the pedigree and the history they have.
No play on there.
Pausing, I thought they were going to allow that to play on into the circle.
Timely pause, but the umpire says no, we're going to have it back.
Yeah, so that expectation is very high, but every now and again in a competition, a team just has a bit of a shocker. Results don't go your way, and a 1-goal swing either way in a couple of matches, and suddenly you go from semi-final contenders down to that bottom, towards that bottom 4, and that's all that happened. It was a one-off, and the team then rebuilds, resets, and sees what it can achieve in the next major.
Thalia.
I can't see him.
Oh, that was very slick, and Aymar makes it 2. No, off the foot. Nope.
And Argentina, it's interesting, half the team is celebrating. There's no referral.
Yes,
the defence had to recover.
The umpire has denied the goal, and it's allowed Hillman to have some space at the other end of the pitch. So here's Altenberg. Or should I say, that's Müller. And that's a poor strike. And now...
I'm sorry, it's too late.
Now Aymar wants to go to the referral.
No.
And she can't, because what happened was that Aymar had scored, went to celebrate with her teammates, heard the whistle, so the ball comes in and they're contesting. There's a foot somewhere near the edge of the circle there before Aymar puts it in. So the umpires disallowed it The Argentines way before that, before the edge of the circle. There's nothing wrong with Aymar's finish. The team then celebrate. They hear the whistle. They're in a little huddle. They don't realise that it's been disallowed, which is why they don't then defend.
Yeah,
by the time they've worked it out,
the whistle's for a different
refer.
reason.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't refer. Too long. Too much time's lapsed.
Well, just another technicality, keeping us on our toes here. As a deflected ball gives Argentina another chance, but Suarez's finish doesn't find the target.
What a miss from that distance and that angle. Fired across. It's a great first touch. Second touch put it under her feet, and she has to hit off her right foot. And as her body's just swinging away from the ball, she's chopped under it. You see here, that's the foot that we're talking about in the first instance before this goal from Aymar scored.
Well, was there an Argentinian foot there?
I actually looked
Or
like
was
a
it
German
Otta's foot?
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's
that's
the rub
the
of
case.
the green.
Justice
Yeah.
going back to the original decision.
Ooh, Gablack's down. And is that a green card? Yes, it is. So one player advantage for the next 2 minutes for Germany, just trying to pick up the number plate of the player who's been sent for the 2-minute spell. Otta. Hasselmann. Hasse. And, well, almost Hoffmann on the near post. Still alive and still battling away is Hasse.
So close down that goal line. There was all of a ball width one way or t'other.
That's fine. Make sure it's a 16. That's fine. You can play.
And Habib here. She's been given 2 minutes because her opponent tripped herself up. I think the Kaiserslautern Stadium pitch jumped up and tripped. Yeah.
Now we've got
Is there a trip there? Anyway.
we've got a green
You
card
keep talking,
there
it's a
down on the
yellow.
pitch.
It's fine there, you can play.
Julia Muller has picked up a green card, always sitting down again. And as she went past the umpire, a little word that if there's any more objecting, it could be yellow.
There's certainly a few stories to be
That's fine.
told in the first 20-odd minutes of this contest. The goal to Silvina Thalia is the difference. 1-0 Argentina.
Thanks, Michelle.
Both teams coming in with 4 points from their opening 2 games. Julia Müller with a rest.
It's a dangerous place to dribble.
Here's a good steal from Rodriguez. Otta doing enough to just hold things up. Aymar. Mrs. Lucchetti. Nice skill. And Bachmann sees it behind for a long corner. Tina Bachmann, more than 250 caps now. So now Argentina trying to spread and find some space, draw the German defence out. Well, Hoffmann happy to oblige with the press, and Schröder.
Well, Germany
Good luck.
far more able to go down the flanks. They've gone through centre midfield several times, and pretty much every time they've gone through, one of two things have happened. They've either crashed the ball long and turned over possession, or been dispossessed pretty much where they stand. So they need to be very careful. Mulders can't be happy for his team to be going into contact in that really dangerous area, pretty much on their own 25.
Deflection from Hasse. Was trying to find Hoffmann. Dancing in the stands. There's plenty of that here at the 2014 Hockey World Cup, and Argentina have turned it over, and a save is required from Sushi. A good reverse stick shot from Hannah Gablack. Got it low and hard, and she's going again here. Gablack in the left corner without much help, it must be said. That reverse is dangerous.
Okay.
I was just going to credit Gablack with a fantastically well executed backhand to keep it flat. The number of times, and we see backhands executed, the number of times that they go up in the air, and she's got right through that ball with a forehand edge into the goalkeeper, a little bit caught on her heels.
Hague Black yet to score a goal this tournament. She's one of a number of the young brigade for Germany, just 19 years of age. Daniela Suruoga to inbound. There's Lena Jacobi on screen, the older sister of Nick, the goaltender for the German men's team. Nuevo. And Albertario's control of Aiza.
Back in shot now, German halfbacks changing position. Jacobi coming out to this right-hand side. Hasselmann back out to the left, in my opinion, her favoured side, where she gets far more outcomes.
Double team on Otta. Free hit to Germany. It's Albertario. And the Argentinian fans trying to make their presence felt on this glorious Friday afternoon in The Hague. Maria Suruoga. Rodriguez. Hasselmann hustling her back to Suruoga. Caballero dispossessed by Schroeder. Hillman wins the side ball. Jamie Mulders. No, that's not some type of magnet game.
He's playing checkers. He'll just be making sure that his messages are really clear. He's got a three-player interchange off the halfway line, and he's just looking to reset a pattern.
There's one.
He's actually explained to a couple of his players. Got a shot there. His play continues.
Aymar's turned really well into space off her left foot.
And just doesn't have some help. There's what he was doing.
Yeah, he's just been setting up that board to dictate play, and sometimes you need more than one person on the interchange. More than one person on the interchange so that you can actually create a small unit play somewhere along the line.
As Hillman goes on a run down the left flank. Germany looking for a levelling goal. Oh, was the Rodriguez stick in a legal position? Play on, says the umpire, so the answer's yes. Hillman certainly hit the turf hard.
Yeah, I think she just got the ball away on the backhand. She'd driven along that baseline and pulled it back into the circle. That's a better circle insertion from the Germans. That is across the knees, but she got the ball away just. Could argue it should have come back for something else. However, it's a better German attack. We've got another ball on the pitch. Has come off now on the baseline.
Barry Nuevo.
Stick.
Oh, nice control from Teschke. Finds a foot. Well, no whistle, just play on. Bachmann didn't have to return the ball to the position of the foot, and Schroeder is dispossessed, and Albertario comes away for Argentina. Good close from Müller.
Nothing here. Yeah.
Julia Müller there in the time of need, but her pass is unable to find a stick, and there's the expression of despair that that was a rather loose turnover in midfield from Germany. Argentina with the lion's share, or lioness's share, should I say, of territory in this first half.
And so much of that has come from when they've dispossessed Germany, and that piece of play a moment ago when Schroeder was dispossessed, absolutely key to that, a lack of understanding. Bachmann had given the ball to Schroeder, but she'd given it without an awareness of what option Schroeder had. As it was given, she had absolutely nothing around her other than pink shirts.
Aymar. Suruoga. And not this time for Lucy, but still alive for Argentina. Teschke was able to basically be the beneficiary of a 3-on-1 there. Hasselmann.
Feels like Argentina has they've just got a yard more pace, a yard more momentum, a yard more speed. We see here Aymar is driven along, and the challenge from Müller, it went unpunished. It didn't seem like she got a huge amount of the ball, a little bit of a nudge in the back. And it's the 50-50s where Argentina are coming out that much stronger.
Krüger. Barrienuevo unable to stop Altenberg.
Oh, whistle comes too early as Altenberg's jinked from her right to her left. And she's gone open stick to backhand and got a little bit of air into the circle.
This was a beautiful piece of work.
Now Germany can push through centre half. They step up and distribute. The Argentinians are so far back.
There's the glory ball from Katharina Otte. Berensucci had no real dramas there. Jimmy Mulders, one of the more expressionate coaches pitch side here. There's Carlos Retegui coaching both the men's and women's team of Argentina. So he's had a busy day with the men's team playing in the previous game to this on the Kyocera Stadium and having a good win over New Zealand. Now Kruger, dispossessed. And Luchetti comes away. She's got support in Rebecki to her left. Rebecki one-on-one with the keeper. She beautifully gives it back to Luchetti. Oh, what teamwork from Argentina. That's 2-0. Beautifully worked by Luchetti and Rebecki.
But they've gone to team referral. There's a team referral. The Germans have gone straight to the umpire. Julia Muller has immediately called the passage of play back before the counter-attack. It's contesting a decision in the middle of the pitch or a lack of decision.
Yes, KB.
Germany asking for a foot before, from Argentina before it went into the goal. Outfield?
Yeah, it's an outfield foot, so Muller's pointing
Outside the circle?
pretty much
circle,
during the course of the
23.
play.
So this would have to be Luchetti's early run.
Yeah, so it's somewhere here. This is where the interception came in. Is there a foot somewhere? There's a foot.
Yep.
Now, I don't think that's going to take very long. That's what Germany have appealed. So before the counter-attack built up, there, off the instep, as Argentina start to drive, before the beautiful interchange play, Luchetti just kicking it with the inside of her left foot. There.
Yep.
She'll let me know.
In the middle of the side foot. Would have been okay in Brazil in a week or so, but not here in The Hague.
I'll let you know the decision.
You there, KB?
Yes. Yes.
The foot was outside the 23.
Okay, and it was Argentinian foot.
That is correct. The foot was outside the 23, therefore they cannot refer.
And
Decision
here's
is yours.
another of the technical calls.
I'm going to start with a bully, Michelle, out here, because there was a foot outside here in the 23.
Okay, Katie.
Is
manage it, explain it to the captains.
Well,
I think you should then start with a free for
No,
Germany.
they need to get the communication
but they
right.
referred outside the 23 as well.
Then start with
It's
the bully
outside the
outside.
23, so
Pardon?
according to our
Start with
video
the bully.
umpire, they can't appeal
Can
it
I have the
because it's
captain, please?
outside the 23.
So
So the goal therefore
should stand,
To me,
shouldn't
the
it?
goal therefore stands
On
because the
the
video
There was a
referral
foot
is
outside,
irrelevant.
here we go.
before the Argentinians scored. All right, so we're going to start with the bully. Yeah. Okay, here, because it's not
There's-
fair. Yeah. All right, so just
Well,
here.
let's leave the umpires
Just
to deal with that. But the
Well, this
words
has
that
been a
we
half
heard-
to take to school for the FIH umpires, hasn't it? With a number of contentious calls. No goal.
So
But we have the question as to whether or not had the umpire, well, as the umpire gave the goal, and the referral was made to something outside the 23-metre line, 25-yard line, whether or not the referral has any basis. Ooh. Play ball with 7 minutes to the
Absolutely.
break.
That's-
Argentina lead 1-0. Plenty of poses.
yeah, and Germany just need to get the ball out to the flanks. The central line has not proved successful for us. Gablak has done fantastically well down both flanks. Lots of individual skill, pulling the balls left to right to create the space.
Oh, Jacobi.
Play.
Oh, gee, it was like
There's
9
three Germans on the floor. Absolutely.
The ball
entire German front line
knocked
hits
them
the
all
turf.
over without a stick,
Nice and tight, okay, Katie?
threatening Belensucci's goal.
Yep.
Everybody hit the floor. Boom.
Well, it was created, we've talked about it already with the success rate down the flanks. It was created because of a quick interchange. Gablak dribbled, drew defenders to her, and then just played the ball through to space for Jacobi to play it in across the face of goal.
almost need a moment or two of possession here and quieter hockey just to calm what has been a very entertaining, controversial first half as well. The first ever time Las Leonas play in pink, and that ranging ball is beautifully gathered in. Marino, though, unable to put it to effect.
Yeah, as Marino gets out there, it's not the pickup. The pickup's fairly simple as the ball gets played down the line. It's a forehand pickup, but what she has to do is pick it up and then accelerate her feet all the way around the ball to get back on the forehand. The defender was getting in contention. If she'd just moved the ball around, the defender would have got a touch. But by holding it on the forehand, on the strong side, she can move, get up on her toes and then get the ball across the D.
A lovely skill from Schroeder, dribbling inside the 25 and brought down. Play on, Gablak there. Is there a foot? Yes, penalty corner, Germany.
But Schroeder's down just outside the D. Looks like there's a possible small twist to the knee. She's hobbling a little bit.
She's angry, but okay.
Yeah, suggesting that it was a stick across the kneecap. So Schroeder comes in, touches the ball to the left. Now she's actually she's stabbed her own toe. It's nothing malicious. And then we get the spin-off Gablak creating the penalty corner.
Let's go, ladies.
Nothing contentious about that at all. But it was Schroeder actually who just she did have a toe jab tackled and went down because of it, but there wasn't a stick across her kneecaps.
Okay. Wait for them.
So Jacobi will bring in
Don't run on my whistle.
Tina Bachmann up in the battery, along with Lydia Hasse. Otta to trap. Penalty corner for Germany to try and level the scores. It will be Bachmann, and it's a free hit for Argentina.
You're not going to slide like that. You're not going to slide.
Bachmann not really getting that one as she intended, I think.
Well, no, she did. She was trying to play it in for a forehand for a reverse stick deflection inside the near post. There's the player coming in, and she's been penalised for going to ground. The umpire clearly saying you're not going to slide in like that. It creates danger.
Yeah, among the flurry, you could see that was the intention of Tina Bachmann.
Yeah, and it's a good routine. Argentine PC defence has read it. The individual on the right-hand side stepped forward aggressively.
Well, Ecchetti again had a goal denied. Habif. And Marino it was, and a penalty corner. Delfina Marino. Are we going to the referral?
She goes to team referral. It's interesting.
You want a team referral?
She goes to team referral. The problem being is Otter is saying it's come off her hand, not her foot.
Julie, I just want to check that it was a foot and not a hand from Germany, because I blew Penisu corner for a foot.
Well, Katarina Otter saying
just
it's your
checking
fault.
for a foot or hand from the German player.
But it is the team referral.
So if it comes off a hand, is the hand on the stick? If the hand is not on the stick when it hits, and it's not, it's a corner anyway. Because it's only hand on stick that is considered to be part of the stick and therefore not a foul. The hand there isn't on the stick, that's a corner.
And a burnt referral from Germany.
Yeah, I believe so, because the hand has to, repeating myself, the hand has to be on the stick. It's come off, it's clear on that first, just over Bachmann's left shoulder.
KB,
yes.
There is no clear reason for you to change your decision. It was actually a hand which was off the stick. Still a penalty corner.
And Germany loses its referral.
Yeah, and Otter will be disappointed because as an individual, if you call the referral because of something you perceive you have or haven't done and you get it wrong, the full responsibility of that falls upon you. In Germany now without a referral.
So Daniela Suruoga to bring in. Barrienuevo,
Hang on.
Thalia, Rebecki, all
here.
waiting.
Excuse me? Behind the line.
Which way will it go? Three options at the top of the battery for Argentina. 3.5 from the break. Barrienuevo, 2-0 Argentina.
Vogel's in goal, has got her body weight all wrong. She goes to her right-hand side, the ball slides past her left foot. Pretty easy conversion, it's well executed. Bit of disguise from the top of the D, we see it come out and stop dead. open wrist. Yeah, Vogel's got it even more wrong than I thought. Her weight has gone right, but it's gone straight between her feet. She's misread it to start with. She's gone the wrong way. Can't get her hips down to create any effective barrier.
Second goal of the tournament for Noel Barrienuevo. And it rubs salt into Germany's wound. Not only losing the referral, but going a further goal behind in the shadows of half-time. Hillman trying to right the wrong Schroeder here. Pressured, wins the free hit, and goes quickly, Schroeder. Well, not great timing on that hit. And Argentina away. Carla Rebecki happy enough to dribble along with three near her.
Well, and that pass there, that specific pass, that's the difference at the moment between Argentina and Germany. Germany at centre midfield are carrying the ball for 2, 3, 4 seconds and getting dispossessed. As that came through the Argentinian midfield, Luchetti got it and gave it. Drew defenders into her, bounced it out into space, and Argentina could then come yet again.
Marino. That's good control on the bouncing ball from young Korth. Akobi. Stokel. Schroeder's got Hasselmann running in support. Back to Schroeder. Suroga of the Daniela variety might get herself a green card. No.
No, I think umpire's on top of that. Michel Joubert recognises that Schroeder was just forcing her way through the channel, and it was almost Schroeder's frustration herself that caused the contact between the two players. So we just need to keep their composure, keep their calm, but think a whole lot faster. Otter there, dispossessed, without really being able to make any sort of decision at all on that right flank.
70 seconds to the hooter. Oh, and that is not what Katharina Otter is hoping for. The last thing Germany wants is to concede another before the break. Looked like they might be able to build something. No great urgency from Argentina here.
Well, they'll feel they can close this half out without putting any sort of pressure on themselves. They'll throw it down the flanks. Carlos Retugi was encouraging that from Barrienuevo earlier on during the half. Just to throw a ball to space, hold the centre forward in the middle of the pitch, then accelerate out to the flanks behind the German defence.
Well, plenty to assess at half-time, but the main number, 2 to Argentina, Germany to open its account, and the women in pink will feel much more happy with the 35 minutes of hockey that has gone before us. Hasselmann close to the hooter. Marvers finds a foot late, but to no avail for Germany. We reach half-time, and this man's had a busy day, but will be very happy at half-time. Carlos Retegui, the coach of Argentina, happy enough, surely you'd expect, with a 2-0 lead at half-time.
And he's run away out there to try and restructure his team in some way. However, they don't need to change very much because the Germans are offering so little. If they continue to play sensibly down the flanks and then simply press high, they'll do very, very well and create more opportunities for themselves.
Noel Barrienuevo on screen. She doubled Argentina's lead. Blue and white in the stands, pink on the pitch, and a team feeling pretty happy, no doubt, with its work. Work for Germany. Argentina 2, Germany 0 at half-time. Welcome back to the Kia Sierra Stadium. Half-time, Argentina lead Germany by 2-0. Plenty of theatre, drama, controversy and colour in the opening half of this Pool B clash. But the women in pink had the better of it. And this first goal was the first of, well, many parts of the game that had us conversing about the whys and wherefores. Simon, there was a break from Lucy Yamar at the top of the D, but Thalia's goal stood.
It did indeed, and contested that it wasn't in any way influencing play. Germany, one of their few forays forward, peeling onto the backhand with a shot that the goalkeeper chooses to take out the air, even though it looked like it was going over the crossbar, taking command of her area. Player getting the toe of the stick onto the ball and just lifting it high. We then had Argentina attacking very, very well across, and this was a sliced shot past the near post. Should have done better. The goal at her mercy with Vogel's pretty much on her knees.
And then Barrionuevo firing home in the 31st minute for her second goal of the tournament. In between, we'd seen a disallowed goal with a brilliant piece of work between Luchetti and Rebecchi.
And looking at that, the stats are pretty even in terms of penetrations and shots, but it's Argentina who've come away, and I feel they've had much more meaningful possession higher up on the pitch. Germany carrying the ball poorly through the midfield channels to come out of their own areas. Argentina stealing it almost at will and scoring from both of those corners, 100%.
Fair bit of rhythm here at half-time. Where do you get those wigs from? You can buy them out in Hockey Plaza?
Well, you can buy a lot of stuff out in the Hockey Plaza, but most of the people from out there will be in here watching this contest second half.
At FIH_hockey, hashtag RHWC2014, or get on Facebook at FIH Hockey for that extra level of involvement. Of course, the app as well on your smartphones. And later today, the Netherlands, the Dutch men will be up against Germany in a replay of the London Olympic final, where Germany got the gold medal there. Yes, you got the app on your phone. Helps, got the scores, squads, news from around Hockey Plaza.
Absolutely, and it just keeps everybody up to date and informed. There's so much going on with hockey across two fields. Obviously can't be in two places at once and bouncing backwards and forwards. If you want to know what's going on, how one team's result affects another team's result, affects the pool and moving forwards into this competition, that's the sort of thing that the coaches will be really interested in as things pan out. Just to start to plan what the next game is. There's rest periods coming up, breaks in the tournament, and the schedule, the physical impact of on these players is huge, and they just need to know how they're being rotated.
The American coach watching on. It's been a good tournament for the USA. 5-0 over China today. They head the Pool B standings going into this contest. Noel Barrionuevo. Let's see if we can quickly get down to Michael Absalom with Jamie Mulders.
Jamie, tough first half against the defending champions. Your assessment of it and how you go about getting back into the game?
I think our performance was really good. We was a bit unlucky with the first corner where she stepped much too early into the D. And the umpire said it's not possible to get an umpire referral or to our referral. And the rest of the half was really even. So they made a really nice short corner goal. But I think we created a few chances. And the defense work was really, really tough, really good. And so we will go on working really hard in the defense. And we have to score. That's important. We have to get benefit out of the working of the D.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time. Cheers, Jamie.
Summed it up pretty succinctly. Second half. Germany to left of screen, chasing a 2-goal deficit. Argentina in their pink today. Hasselmann. Oh, and that's a poor control and good touch from Marino. Delfina Marino, already more than 150 caps, only 24 years of age. Going to work with Habib down low. Oh, Julia Möller trying to go between her legs.
You can take it up.
Well, as Habib overlapped past Marino, Marino should have dropped the ball under her arm and there would have been a straight pass into the circle. But right from the outset, Germany being undone in the same way as they were in the first half, caught in possession. Hasselmann dwelling on it, and again passing straight into Argentinian hands.
Oh, Marino through Sanchez, and now just a half an extra touch for Rebecki. She still gets on the tomahawk. Oh, it didn't require a touch over the top. Yes, it did. Long corner.
Yeah, the umpire at this end deciding it hadn't been touched. Michel Joubert hadn't seen the glance of the goalkeeper's glove.
Hillman to come away. Oh, I was hoping for Marvis on the long ball. Marie Marvis just unable to control.
Well, Mulder's in his chat, obviously a little bit upset about that first decision, but I've got to say from up here, I disagree with his assessment of that, saying it was a fairly even game in the course of the rest and he was happy with it. I just don't feel that Germany really created that many opportunities. They gave possession away frequently to the girls in pink.
Kruger is trying to wind up there. Caballero doing enough to prevent it from going in first time, but again, Kruger out on the right for Germany. Rodriguez hassling.
Hey, no. You don't touch the ball.
Forced to go back to try and find a way into the D. Okta. Ooh, that's a killer. Stay out of range of that one.
Got two. Yep.
Well, I think from just interesting, Jamie Mulder's comments, I think certainly he exudes the demeanour of a coach that realises, even though he's 2-0 down, his team is well and truly in the game. I think that's probably one thing to get out of it as well. As Caballero's got space inside the 25. The experience of Müller closing her down. Yeah, it's one thing to disagree with the exact element of what he's saying, but I think I agree with the philosophy of what he was trying to say. He's talking about a team that he thinks is still well and truly in the game.
And I'd agree with that, and you obviously as a player want your coach to be totally positive and believing in what you can do. I just disagree with a little bit of the detail in from up here as a relative neutral and how we perceive the game to be panning out, but he will consistently believe his team are in it.
Sanchez, quick auto pass, and that was off a defender's stick, and umpire says play. Bachmann wins the free hit. Delfina Mario with the stick check. There he is, Timmy Mulders. He's a great sight to watch on pitch side, and his counterpart from Argentina, but he had a howling blue with Tina Bachmann in one of the earlier matches. It was just after Germany had scored a goal. It was in the South Africa game. Yelling at each, should I say yes, it was the South Africa game. Yelling at each other, throwing down of water bottles. That was after they'd scored a goal. Imagine if they'd conceded.
Well, at this level, what people don't appreciate is these athletes and coaches are training to such a high percentage of success rate. They're willing to accept criticism every single day to try and be better and demand much more from each other. Something that you don't see in any other professional aspects of life, I don't think.
Well, Altenberg is just cursing with a bit of a left hand injury there. Looks like she's okay to continue, but is definitely in a manner of discomfort. Buchetti with a nice low stick, and Jacobi says, let me have a go. So Kruger takes it back. Oh, that's a very poor pass from Otta. That's a gift of
pass blind.
Gift of turnover of possession, and Habib quickly up, and she's got a player down low in Marino with some time near the back line. The support's coming. She's going herself, and penalty corner to Argentina.
There was a striker there, she couldn't play the ball, okay? The ball, no.
Yeah, and you've got to say, as this ball came in, it was all Germany's undoing. They did themselves masters of their own downfall. Got caught out of position. Marino able to drive in pretty much uncontested, has gone out to Jacoby's left. Goalkeeper has done well, Vogels, but the ball's beneath her knees, and there, just slightly obstructing as the ball's dropped between those big blue and yellow pads. She swept it herself into her own body. That's classified as obstruction, and the umpire's blown early.
So again, 3 at the top of the battery. Barrienuevo once more into the lead runner, another penalty corner.
And the Argentinian forwards are right on this break point. Again, if you look out to the right of the picture, Luchetti very, very close to breaking the line early, and you'd think the umpires are talking it through.
Daniela Suruoga brings in Barrienuevo, variation, Thalia, keeper down, saves and hoofed clear. Marvers gets it out of trouble, and they're looking for the release down the right. And there is a bit of a chance here for Germany. Play ball as Hassa is just held up long enough by Marino.
Now well away. Yeah, well away the other side. The play's been stopped at the other end because Vogels went down, hitting the midriff. She took responsibility for defending the corner and stepped incredibly high off her line. But it wasn't a head injury, so the umpire allowing that quick break to go ahead.
Jacoby. And another loose touch allows Argentina to breathe again. So no addition to the half-time score through 7 minutes of this second half. Third game of Pool B for 2 teams with a win and a draw in their opening encounters. USA on top of the standings after a big 5-0 win over China today. And space down in the left corner for Argentina. More concerns here for Vogel. Oh, but Otter's back there.
Germany in their deep defence seem to be their front marking, which is fine. Also, we see Aymar just getting herself ready to come back into play.
Bit of a concern with the right hamstring, it looks there.
Oh, we see here Vogel taking responsibility for the corner. It's drilled into her midriff, and I think what will have happened, that's caught her under the bottom edge of her chest guard, straight into her abs, and that's going to just have winded her slightly. There'll be a bruise there as the tournament progresses.
Stokel had it and gave it away. She got on there. Thalia, Barrienuevo back to Thalia.
Well, going back to Aymar warming up on the sideline, we talked about in the first half, we saw that line of black tape down her hamstring as a support mechanism. There might be sort of I believe it's referred to as a grade 1 tear, which is just a light muscle tear which recovers if you give it a couple of days. But if she's just accelerated a little bit through space, and it might have exaggerated that tear, it's now got a heavier strapping on it. And Carlos Rettigui deciding it is still a good time to bring her back into play. She's still required.
Well, every manner of care taken about that most gracious of hockey bodies. You don't want to waste a talent, but third game of a tournament that Argentina is expecting to win, trying to defend a world championship, you don't want to risk her. And they're 2 to the good, and might go further ahead here, but for Schroeder's touch with help from Stokel. The danger's not gone.
No, the German defence.
Oh, Rebecki, great skill to get through. And when will the shot come? There it is, it's 3. And it's Rebecki. Argentina 3-0. Another poor clearance from Germany. And the women in pink make the Germans pay.
Well, the German defensive line getting separated from the offense. Great composure in the circle here. This first touch is exceptional. What a great pick and turn from Rebecki. Touch, smash into the bottom corner. She knew exactly what she wanted to do.
My mistake. My mistake.
First goal of the tournament for Carla Rebecki. The 29-year-old of more than 200 appearances makes it 3-0. But what do you do now if you're Germany?
Well, I think to be honest, it's almost damage limitation because they're not building the ball up through midfield. And if they try to carry it through the centre-half positions or play soft, gentle build-up passes, they're getting robbed every single time. If it was me, I'd play out probably to right half, and try and play some purposeful, deliberate, hard interchanges down the right-hand corridor, potentially off the other end, because Germany have been more effective when they've pressed. Get it out of your own half and give yourself an opportunity towards your opponent's goal.
And the one effect it will probably have on the game is that we may not see too much more of Amor, if at all.
Well, you wouldn't have thought so, would you? You're not going to trouble a couple of your primary players.
Ball in, Rodriguez got a touch. Teschke couldn't get a shot, and Schroeder can't win the free hit. Argentina come away, and always with pace through midfield. Albertario trying to work Otter around there. Sanchez and some patience now. Back to Barrio Nuevo and Thalia. Maria Sururoga. Scarone, and chance for Argentina to just try and make an incisive move here. Sanchez.
What a lovely turn of pace as Sanchez accelerates. And it was that patience of the ball around the back, right-hand side, all the way through centre, back out to the left, and then Sanchez put on the afterburners.
Well, there you go. There's the sign. Strapping off, third goal scored, ice pack on for the 8-time World Player of the Year, Lucy Amar. We won't see her until later in the tournament.
I am done for today.
What a luxury to make that decision with 23 minutes of hockey to play.
Well, super tackle down the left-hand side by Otter. Had to make it clean. If she put any sort of contact on the back of her opposite number. She's been looking at a penalty corner for deliberate fouls inside the 25. Managed to just reach around and jab tackle the ball away.
Scarone, as Argentina look to go forward again. Lifted from Kruger, free hit Argentina. And back to Thalia. Come to us, and then we'll try and get through you. Barrio Nuevo.
Clever play from Argentina, recycling the ball. Barrio Nuevo was quite happy to drop really deep because it allowed a safe transfer pass and also did pull the Germans out. And now that they've stepped out, it means they can go into space.
Buchetti has helped down low in Albertario. Seen behind by Hasselmann.
Right, it was last ditch from Hasselmann, but that change of pace down that left-hand side, the very first movement of the ball from right to left to accelerate around the edge. Beautifully done.
Thanks, ladies. 5 there.
It does seem that damage control is now the primary concern of Germany. No Amar, no worries for Argentina. They're still just coming forward in waves.
Well, and they certainly don't seem to be missing her at this moment in time. The combination down that left-hand side, Buchetti leading it and then Sanchez getting involved at times, is a powerful combination that's really getting rewarded.
Well, Otter for Altenberg, who does well to find some space through midfield. Has Kruger in support. Trap fails it. Scarone. Oh, well done, Kruger. She kept going. And here's a chance for Marvers. Down low, Hillman. A scramble to no avail. And Christina Hillman trying to inject life into this contest for Germany. Just couldn't scramble a stick on goal.
She'd gone forehand and had to spin out backhand. She'd have done very well to stop it, never mind get anything on target.
Teschke. The game needs a goal from a neutral's perspective. Argentina fans are happy with the way things are going, and well, 3-on-1 Teschke beaten in that attacking left corner.
But it's the right place for Germany to dribble with the ball. They don't want to be carrying the ball too much forward in their own half because they're getting picked off. But if they can build it through some structure passes up to a point where they're 30-35 metres out from the Argentinian goal, they can then cut infield through those midfield channels and get some returns.
Sanchez with good skill and pace. The the pace of play has been one thing that we mentioned before the game as perhaps something that would be the difference between these two teams. And I think it's proving to be so. The way that Argentina happy to move the ball here, even though it's around the back, never really taking too much time. And when they take off, it's foot to the floor type of stuff. Back their skills, back their pace. And there's an example. Lucchetti in a flash deciding, I'm going to take them on sideline, wins the free hit.
Yeah, so it's not the consistent pace over the half, it's the change in pace and the acceleration.
Well,
that's
here
really
she's
done them.
Gone forward to receive that overhead. Oh, wonderfully done. Lucchetti high, and
she caught that on her stick on the overhead. Didn't even go down to ground, just cushioned it onto the blade of that carbon
oh, and
fibre
here's some
bat.
more trickery. Daniela Suruoga getting over sticks near the back line. Well, let's have another look at Lucchetti.
Watch this takedown. Cushion, caught, bounce, I'm done. I'm going to dribble this in the air. I don't even need the turf.
Well, some of the teams use lacrosse sticks as a part of their warm-up, and it's almost like she had the lacrosse stick there, the way she was able to catch it.
Yeah, indeed, but now look, this is where Germany have been struggling, because Argentina committing 3, 4, 5 of their team up into the hassle against the German backline, and they're just getting the ball back every single time. That's a poor pass in the end from Marino, who tries to look infield.
Whacked in, though, by Sanchez. Free hit to Germany. Well, still 18 and a half to play here. Time is there if Germany are good enough, but the flow of the game is all with Argentina. The world #2 and defending champion. Hoping to make it 2 wins and a draw from their first 3 games. Oh, good hassle from Merla, but no help.
Yeah, what Mulder will be expecting from his substitutes as he starts to fashion more interchanges on the sideline is impact. If Germany are going to get anywhere in this game, individuals have to come on and change the pace. We just talked about the Argentinian acceleration, change of pace and elimination. The German players, as they come on, have to be coming on with the mindset that they're going to do something, make something happen. It's not a continuation of the same stuff. They're going to change something.
It's beautifully worked. Scarone. Oh, some beautiful incisive passing now. Rebecki has Habif. And through Otter's legs, Bachmann. Free hit, Argentina. Rodriguez. Oh, not from
Outside
there.
the 25, please.
Okay.
Lie.
It just takes a bit of the fizz out of that surge forward from the Pink Lionesses. Rodriguez has now found herself inside the D, near the back line, the cross, oh, that came off a foot. Yeah, penalty corner. It was Julia Müller's foot in the middle of goal. It had gone past Barbara Vogel. And yet again, the Germans suit up for another attack on their net.
20 seconds.
And it's only 6 inches off the deck, but it makes it so hard to pick clean. Müller being undone for a crowd of
10
players
seconds
is bobbled
left.
across.
Well, this would kill the contest, that's for sure. It might be dead already. But if Argentina could find a 4th here, they'll bank the 3 points for sure. The Leah on the hit, it's deflected over the top, and it was off an attacking stick, so that was an intentional deflection.
Yeah, I think Lucchetti has touched it over the top. She's coming there, she has.
That side, yeah.
But Müller again is asking as a captain just to have a look at the replay, or the umpire to have a look at the players breaking. What's interesting is that the Argentinian injection is being done in such a way that the players are reading the body movement, and they're going on the body movement, which is almost at the same time as the ball movement, but not quite.
Habif looking to link with her fellow ponytailed Marino.
Every single 50-50 is going Argentina's way. Every ball that they chase down, Habif is getting on top of it, and down the right-hand side linking with Marino. And then when they go out to the left, Sanchez sometimes out there, or for this moment, Suruoga. And they've got so much speed around those flanks. I'm surprised they haven't actually got to the baseline more often at the moment.
A quarter of an hour for Germany to find 3 goals at least if they are to get something out of this. Buckner pressured by Rodriguez, but a good pass for Kruger. But no real options in midfield. It's go yourself or go long. Schroeder does well to provide an option central midfield. But 4 and 5 around her.
Absolutely no options. As the ball came to Schroeder, it was actually a miss hit that got to her. She had nothing.
Stockel taking them on by herself. And away come Argentina once more. Marino, oh, that's just cheeky. Marino and her beef there.
Germany now starting to get a little disillusioned. They're questioning some decisions. There's some frustration coming in to their body language and the occasional word back to the umpire. And they need to retain their discipline, not just for this game, but for how it affects them mentally as they move forward through the competition.
Lovely turn from Gablak. And she's got Hoffman surging with her. Well, that's a glory ball where there was really no glory awaiting as we watch on as Luciana Aymar nurses a ginger right hamstring. Yep, put the coat on.
And it will be interesting to see how the coach and the players, or would be interesting to see how the coach and the players react to this afterwards, to be a fly on the wall and hear the discussions that take place if the frustration starts to rise. In these performance teams, you don't want to blame culture, but individuals will assess their own performance and assess that of their teammates and go, right, this is where we need to improve.
Well, Hasselmann being hustled by Rebecki, and that's great work from Rebecki. Her pressure wins a side ball, indirectly it must be said, but just to ensure there was no easy out there for Germany. Rodriguez keeps following up off Jacobi's foot.
Yeah, and Hasselmann put Muller into all sorts of trouble as she just kind of had no passing option, so shoveled it onto a teammate. But here you go, you deal with that. One of the greatest frustrations playing team sport is when you're given an absolute hospital pass.
Well, Schroeder tried to release quickly but mistimed her push. Argentina seem to have taken camp right of screen. Good low stick from Gablak. Play on. She dispossesses Rodriguez and looks at 4 pink shirts in front of her. Now the support comes. Haase. Schroeder has Jacobi down the right. Can Germany at least find a goal? And again, that is an absolute waste of the hard work in midfield.
Yeah, it's a tired hit delivered by a player who's made good ground up the right-hand side. Jacobi, some serious legwork to interchange through the midfield, but as she's got to deliver that ball, she needs to get strong grip on the stick and deliver it off a front foot. Try and get the body weight out to the left-hand side of the body so that you can smash the ball across with some real purpose. As soon as the weight's falling away, then you're just going to slice it off the end of the track.
Haase. Jacobi takes it back. Kruger out to Schroeder. Germany play the United States next, who are highballing at the top of the standings, having started very well in this competition. So USA and England left for Germany. Argentina have England and China in that order. As here's up a chance. There was an appeal for a penalty corner from Hoffman. Umpire says play on. Gablak. No.
I'm happy with it.
And there's no
It's
referral.
Yeah,
So Hannah Gablak can complain all she wants.
But Gablak put it up. Gablak, as she tried to receive it, we watched the ball coming in. This was the deflection chance in front of the goalkeeper. It did hit a foot, which caused it to come down. The goalkeeper cleared it away. Germany with no referral. And then on the second phase, Gablak picked it up, and as she picked it up, it bounced up in the air. The bounce off the turf then took it into her thigh.
And Schroeder just screaming in anguish. Jacobi, well-placed Rossi, and good stick skill as well. Sanchez back to Rossi. 2-1 though. That's a rarity for Germany to win out through weight of numbers. It's generally been the other way around in this contest. Play on despite the foot. Hasselmann absolutely harassed, and a free hit for Argentina, and they can go away. Again, it's the ponytailed pair of Habib to Marino down the right. Free hit. Habib will follow up. Push behind by Korth.
Yeah, a quiet word between Muller and umpire Joubert. So one of the Argentinian players was down on her knees, wasn't 5 yards away from the free hit. They're all stating the letter of the law that all players must be 5 meters away. Muller pointing that out, and Joubert saying, relax, they're not interfering, they're on their hands and knees. They've been taking the ground, it's not a problem.
Caballero. Well challenged by Jacobi.
And it is important at this stage of a game, when things are going against the team in particular, that the communication from the umpires is good. The level of expectation is set, so the players, whilst they're frustrated, just know where the lines are and can remain disciplined.
3-0 with a tick over 9 minutes to play. A red letter day for one of the famous brands of Argentinian sport, Las Leonas, in pink today for the first time at an international level. And it's going to be a good day for them, it seems. And Sanchez, again, she's been given carte blanche almost, her beef and Marino down that right side with no pressure. Habib Caballero now a partner in crime, but a touch failing her. And you get the sense, Simon, that even the players are just aware that even from a German perspective, 3 down, 8.5 to play. Got to play it out, but the real energy of hope that they might be able to get something out of the game has gone. Another turnover. Rebecki, where is it? Play on.
JB, I got nothing.
Korth to Tishka. I've got nothing, she says.
There's 2 feet in the middle of the pitch there, so they kind of balanced each other out.
Here's Hillman trying to put on some individual skill, looking for a foot, but that's a great piece of skill there, even on the defensive stick. Just trying to work it out. I think it was Silvina Thalia as Hillman was pushing it into the D, and Thalia ensured she got stick and not shin pad to the ball. Kruger crashing and hoping to no avail. Yeah, penalty corner called from the umpire further upfield.
Yeah, and they've chatted to each other, and that's the communication that's required, because the umpires can't see every single line, every single angle. They have to have a quiet word with each other. It takes 3, 4, 5 seconds as it first comes into the circle. One of the defensive players at the back of the circle, I think, that it actually comes off in the end. There's a touch through there, it's just the heel of a shoe. Defenders just twisting away, uncertain. Scaloni in front, uncertain where the ball had gone.
Germany desperate for a goal. Bachmann at the top of the battery along with Hoffmann. To try and cut the deficit to 2. It's Tina Bachmann, and it's beautifully saved out of the left mitt of Belensucci.
Made that look very, very easy, did Succi. Comes out to the top. It's a pretty straight injection, but without any real pace to it. The flick gets away. It certainly isn't the world-class flicks that we've seen in some of the other deliveries, particularly with the pace of Barrio Nuevo's flick that went through Vogel's earlier on in the match.
Well, Jacobi dispossessed, and this young player has got some immense ability, Agustina Albertario, and here's a chance to see. He's just shoved off the ball there, perhaps needed to hold the ground a bit stronger. Kruger says, well, you've got the skill, but I've got the bulk. I'm going to just get in your way here.
Yeah, and the ball carrying was in a relatively weak position, one-handed out to the left-hand side, and as the ball gets pulled across, we see here the stop on the replay and the flick, but the goalkeeper's read that. It's not even necessary to dive, can steer it away, use all of the foam.
Belensucci has not had the busiest of days, and a clean sheet is imminent if her teammates can help her get through the next 6 minutes or so. There might be a challenge to come. Well, Altenberg does win the free hit.
That's good.
Schroeder. Müller to Bachmann. Famous German hockey name. Bachmann, and Tina Bachmann still wearing the national colours with pride as out to the right. Schroeder, who was in the left corner a moment ago, gets the foot of Thalia, goes to deck. She's a fiery customer, and Schroeder.
Yeah, that fire's just started to build over the course of this game, and she's got a little bit more frustrated. She's just battling there into the bottom corner of the circle.
And Jacobi finally does find the foot after really working hard to just try and get it onto the boot of one of the Argentinians.
Yeah, we see here Jacobi just using everything she's got, individual skill, back heel in the end, but she'd forced, she'd spun, she'd turned, not giving up the ghost at all in this game, wanting some kind of outcome for the girls in black.
Is there some consolation for that man?
Just 10 seconds.
Penalty
now,
corner
thank
late
you.
in the contest.
Thank you, Argentina. Brilliant.
Merler and Buckman at the top. Jacobi to bring in.
Wouldn't surprise me to see this going outside the right-hand post for a tip-in.
Buckman. There was a defensive deflection on that Tina Buckman flick.
Yeah,
so still a clean sheet.
At this moment in time, absolutely for Suji. But it wasn't a particularly slick routine. There was no disguise at the head of the circle, which is why the defenders could read it and make the interception. There's so much paced running from the German deflectors off the right-hand attacking side as they went in. Suggested there was going to be some kind of tip-ins there as Mulder reviews it, and that's what that tablet will be for. There'll be a pretty much real-time video link up to the cameras in the stand so he can see how the opponents are running their defensive lines. Teams will run combinations of either a 2-2 defence, 2 defenders either side of the keeper, 3 and 1, 3 one side, 1 the other, just to protect different spaces, and that will change for some teams regularly. For others, it'll be a consistent defence that you can manipulate.
You got it back there, mate?
3 to play, and outside of the result, the footnote of the day is a hamstring injury to Lucy Yeimar, which at one point looked like it was going to be okay for her to continue. It was strapped up at 2-0, but then a third goal went in for Argentina, and that was enough for Las Leonas to decide that the great lady would be rested in preparation for, hopefully, England on Sunday. We assume that she would have been able to continue if required.
Well, having looked at what she was warming up and things, it's an assumption that I'm absolutely with you on, Quentin. If her performance had been necessary in that midfield, and I actually think it's almost a distraction tactic, if you like, because the players, since she's gone off, have been fantastic, but when she plays, she draws people in.
And now Marvis, a rare foray forward, the ball looking for Hillman is behind her. Took under 2 to play. It's been pretty clinical from Argentina. At times there is that, oh, there's the commentator's curse.
Brilliant.
If you've ever seen it.
Play!
And off the crossbar from Altenberg. I think it was side bar, actually.
I would agree with you completely, Quentin. They
Just
have
get some
been
sticking
clinical.
plaster to put over my mouth.
They've been spot on with pretty much everything they've done until probably the worst part of the entire game. The backhand so close to going in to finish off that chain, that turnover in possession, but that's just a complete mystery. End of stick rather than flat of blade from Delia. And then this is a great execution on the back stick from Altenberg, who very nearly ruins that clean sheet for Suchi.
That's
Dare
all.
I revisit that thought? As we look at Amar watching on. Yeah, so this team, it has got a bit of a reputation for floating through tournaments at times, but it's been a pretty complete show from Argentina today.
It's been a really complete show, and they've exploited space as well, and it's been individual brilliance, small group play, and a great teamwork ethic.
Well, Gablak has got 4 around her, and it's been the getting numbers around opposition ball carriers. And there was another prime example. Daniela Suruoga, and Rossi pushes it out to the left, and we'll count down time here, and the reigning world champion will certainly have their fans dancing. They've got them dancing here at the Kiosara Stadium. The blue and white dance for the ladies in pink. Argentina make it 2 wins and a draw through their opening 3 games. Germany, all 3 results. 1 loss, 1 win, 1 draw. And on match day 3 of Pool B, it's Argentina 3, Germany 0. And for a moment, thought one of the officials was just going to give Carlos Retegui a dressing down there, but seemed quite cordial. Job done for the Lionesses.
And an all-round great team performance, some individual skill that then developed some interchange that then worked into team goals, great penalty corners, had everything.
So Argentina, we wait to see if Aymar can be fine, but we think she'll be okay. 3-0 to the South Americans. Savina Thalia adding to her goals of the tournament today. Now 4 with the opening goal through 4 minutes. Controversially, it must be said. Let's get to the highlights of the second half, and we saw a lot of attack to this right of screen.
We did indeed. It was all about the girls in pink. They picked that up backhand over the bar at that moment, getting the slightest glance of Fogels in goal with that big left mitt coming above her shoulder. And then it was just all about individual skills, small pop play, great movement. Now this touch and hit, exceptional as it goes into the bottom corner from Rebeshi. She knew exactly what she wanted to do from the minute this ball got to her and hit it into the bottom corner.
The delivery from Sanchez was something we probably glossed over as well. It was put on a plate for her as much as the finish.
However, with your commentator's curse, you said that Argentina had been exceptional. They then turned it over and backhand across the post in the last moment for Altenberg.
Yes, Altenberg would have loved to have seen that one go in. But yeah, this is probably the story. It's going to be interesting just to see how much of an impact Aymar can have in England, in the game against England, which is on Sunday. But job done in a gap of a day. That's the advantage of this World Cup tournament, with a bit of a break between games, time to recover, as may not be the case at other events in world hockey. Concern for Anissa Korth and her team. No concern there. They've just had a great day. The Argentinian men and women winning. Let's head down to Michael Absalom.
Got Carla Rebecki with me here, pitch side. A fantastic win, well done, 3-0 on the day.
Yeah, we are it's great to us for the win today. It was very important for us, so we are very happy.
And seeing you out there in pink, not used to seeing you guys in pink. You look like you're enjoying it, this new strip.
Yeah, we like it very much. It doesn't seem so much like Argentina, but we like it, it's nice.
You still played with the same passion, the same flair, and a wonderful goal in that second half for you as well.
Yeah, it's what we do when we go inside the pitch. We give everything every match, so it's very important. It's what we do always.
Do you feel there's an extra pressure as defending champions coming here to the Netherlands and having to defend your title from Rosario in 2010?
Yeah, I think it's a pressure, but we take it like a motivation, and we want to win all the matches we play, and we hope to be in the final.
Okay, have a good break. You've got England next on Sunday. We'll see you then.
Yeah, see you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good, thanks.
Well, some real emotion on the other side of the coin from Germany. That's what it means at the World Cup. The pictures tell the story. Oh, Schroeder on the left, absolutely devastated, and they look like an absolutely shattered team. Still 2 games to go. They're still alive in the pool, but not that you'd believe so from that body language, Simon. That's...
Well, sometimes you finish a game and you just don't know what you've done wrong. there are so many elements that could be improved. You kind of sit there without being able to put the emotion and put the problem into words.
You see they're still well in the fight, Germany, US and Argentina at the top of the pool with 2 wins and a draw. So Germany next up, have the USA. Argentina next up, have England. A day to regroup for Germany before their next assignment against the USA. Thanks for your company, Simon. Thanks for your company wherever you've tuned in. Plenty of hockey to come for the rest of the day and throughout the tournament. Argentina too good today, 3-0 over Germany.